Good Wednesday evening, everybody. It's Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. I'm Jeremy Crosby with my friend Andrew Bamlett in the booth or the back room or the closet, whatever you want to call it. He's back there pushing all the buttons. What's that guy called in The Wizard of Oz? Because that's who you are.
Oz?
Okay, I knew that. But, you know, you are like the person, except if you pull the curtain back, you're a very tall person. So compared to the real Oz.
Yeah, who's short.
Yeah, we are here and we have a very busy show for you today. The Oz has got us ready with this, the flu shot and booster shot. We'll be talking with Thad Schumacher, replaying that interview, especially since the adoption of the COVID vaccine now for 5 to 11-year-olds. We want to talk in general just about getting that, understanding that a little bit better. So Thad Schumacher will be here with that. Plus, we will preview the Fitchburg Historical Society Fall Annual Meeting that's happening this weekend. And it includes genealogy. That's the theme this year, which is really cool. I think it's a fast-growing area, and the tools are out there, and you're going to learn a lot about that. So we'll check in with Catherine coming up. But first, let's get to your headlines today. We start with that short-term road closure that's happening this week. It started today and it's going to go through Friday, and it's Greenway Cross will experience a short-term closures starting today through Friday, and they'll be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. The road close will be between Agaman and the Beltline Frontage Road. Andrew's got the map up here showing you exactly the area that is being worked on. So the sidewalks remain open, but the closure is happening in that green zone there. You also have the detour to get around this, so please be aware of that as the construction is going on, and there's a closer look at that detour as they do the work over there, all part of the Fish Hatchery Road construction project as they start to wrap things up in that front. Also happening this week, we got our brush collection week going on, and I just want to remind you that if you have branches, you got to have on the branches or limbs that are less than 5 feet long and less than 6 inches in diameter get picked up this week through the 5th. Sure pickup, please make sure you have your brush on the curb by 6:30 a.m. And if you think you were missed, so it is midweek, they say they make sure you have it out on a Monday because it's not necessarily picked up on your refuse or recycling pickup day. You can contact Pelletary at 608-257-4285 if you think you were missed during this collection week. And there's more to come, too, so we'll keep you up to date on that. Regional Transportation Plan 2050. Yeah, this public meeting is coming up. The Greater Madison MPOs contact Greater Madison Regional Transportation Plan 2050 is in full swing, and the public is invited to join on the second round of public meetings in November. Discussion will include public feedback to date and results of the recent planning work, draft RTP goals and policies, and next steps prior to releasing the draft plan early next year. If you would like to stay informed about the progress and future engagement opportunities for this important process that occurs every 5 years, please visit the project website and sign up for the project updates. You may also subscribe to MPO's YouTube channel to view past presentations. Regional Transportation Plan Phase 2 public meeting. An evening option will be on Thursday, November 11th, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. You can register online. We've got the link, and you can check that out. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we'll be talking about those flu shots and booster shots. Next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps!
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join me today from Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, the all-star, I call him, Thad Schumacher. Thad, thank you for taking the time on your day off, let alone. Just finished a flu vaccine clinic here at City Hall. You are an amazing person. I think, again, every time I get with you, I'm blown away by everything you and your staff have done for the community, and just truly just thank you, Thad, for what you're doing for this community and beyond. It is amazing, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Well, thank you very much. And, I got to give a shout out to the staff that I have working for me. I have amazing people that are dedicated to the cause that we have here at Fitchburg Family Pharmacy. Like I was telling you earlier, this really just fits into the mission of what we set out to do when we started our store back in 2013, which was to, have the pulse of the community, listen to it, and go where we're needed. And I think that's what we're doing. We're a little tired. So if everybody gives us patience, we appreciate that, and everybody has. It's amazing that even when we have a day where we give COVID testing to 300 individuals, and they wait in a line longer than they should, they give a thanks and attaboy, and that really makes it easier to keep going. So.
Well, it's an amazing work, and today we're going to talk about the booster, kind of COVID vaccine booster and the flu shot, kind of get your perspective of kind of where things are at. So first and foremost, the confusion where we're at today. So if you could break it down as far as what we have available for vaccines, and then we'll go into the booster part of this. So what is out there now?
So people are still able to get first dose COVID vaccines. They can make an appointment pretty much anywhere and get that. We offer them every day. If the people got a first dose and they still haven't gotten their second dose of COVID vaccine, we can do that as well. We have Pfizer Vaccine at our store now. There's been some problems getting additional Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but we're working our way through that. And we don't stock Moderna just because we haven't since pretty much the start. But there are pharmacies that are doing that and can give first and second doses of Moderna. At this point, there's no third dose or booster recommended for Johnson & Johnson or Moderna.
And I think that's where it starts to get a little confusing is, people are still working through one or two, or should they get a booster? And Johnson & Johnson, can I get a booster? So what is the booster available for, and when can you get it, and who can get it at this moment?
Sure.
And I'm going to put this out there that today is the 6th of October. So in case things change after we talk, you got to keep up with it. But as of today, where are we at?
Yeah, so basically what it is people who are immunocompromised, and that could be anywhere from immunocompromised, like they take high doses of medication that make them immunocompromised, or they have had surgeries that cause them to be immunocompromised, or they have cancer, those kinds of things. They're eligible, and they're eligible to get it at a faster rate than than the rest of us. And I'm sorry I don't know that number right off the top of my head.
That's
but
okay.
If they contact their pharmacy, they're able to get it sooner than the 6-month window. And then you have people who maybe have disease states that immunocompromise them. Now they're able to get the third dose after 6 months. And then so then people outside of those two camps, what has been said is that if you are at risk through your job, through where you live, of contracting COVID, then you may get a third dose. So they're not saying you have to. They're not telling you to do it, but they're allowing those people. And the only thing that stops you is your 6-month window. So it has to be 6 months after your last dose.
So not.
And the providers, I'll say, we appreciate the fact that they put that 6-month time on it, just because it automatically makes it strategic for how we're going to take care of all the people who want to get a third dose.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, and certainly you can talk, or you can come and ask questions. You can call. You can find out more information talking to your pharmacist and doing it. As far as side effects for the booster, so have they reported any side effects? Because there are so many different things that people are concerned about, certainly. But as from what you've been told or heard, what do you know on that front?
Yeah, so what we tell most people is that you're likely to have the same reaction that you had to the first two vaccine doses that you had. But I can tell you we've given hundreds of them so far, and people are not reporting anything negative. Part of it is that at third time around, your body's used to it. You're used to it. So what seemed like horrible the first time around, maybe you're like, that's not that bad.
Absolutely.
The third time. So
as far as putting to rest or helping people get on board with getting it, from your perspective as a pharmacist, medical professional, what's kind of that tipping point that you tell people about whether I should get this or not get this?
I use the same strategy that I use for flu shots for the last several years, and that's if you're not ready to get these vaccines for yourself, get them for your neighbor. Get them for the people who can't take them, who don't respond well to them, who are not safe. For the children who, even the young children who are not going to get vaccinated, even if we start the 5 to 11-year-olds, that's who you need to think about getting the vaccine, both the flu shot and the COVID doses for.
Absolutely. And you've seen it firsthand, Thad, right? You said you do testing, COVID testing, and are you blown away by the numbers that are coming in? Is it kind of peaks and valleys? How has that played out?
Well, I mean, I'm stunned by the amount of testing we're doing. I'm not stunned by the amount of people who we have who are positive. I think because we don't test everyone, we don't really know who's positive. And even if you're vaccinated, you can be positive. And the big benefit of being vaccinated is you can be positive and not end up in the hospital or dead. So that's why we want to vaccinate. But it doesn't stop you from spreading it from around in the community, which is an important reason why we need to wear masks inside to protect those around us from us being a carrier.
Absolutely. Turning our attention to the flu shot, because it is the flu season, and some people might be saying, well, we were all indoors last year, so is it going to be similar this year? What's your take on the flu vaccine?
I think that it's always important, and for the reasons that we've already stated, to get any vaccine that's scheduled for you. And we're giving the flu shot with third COVID doses, so just to eliminate the amount of times that people have to come get a vaccine. It used to be that we talked a lot about waiting 2 weeks between vaccines, but with time comes knowledge, and they've decided to pull back on that and basically say it's more important that people get vaccinated than waiting the 2 weeks. And so I would also put out there a reminder for those people who had gotten shingles vaccines. They might have gotten one dose, and then because of COVID, they never got the second dose. They should talk to their pharmacist about getting up to date on that as well.
There's just a lot of vaccine work happening out there.
There is, and vaccines are a really awesome thing for us to have. They protect us from injury to ourselves, as well as spreading bad things to other people. So
I think that's what makes me so proud to have you in the community, is you're thinking of the community first. Yes, you're a business owner. Yes, you want to be that community pharmacist, but truly you are taking that effort out to the community to stop the spread in our community. And I can't think of anything better than that, Thad. So,
well, thanks.
Any other comments on either one I didn't ask you?
No, I mean, so if people have questions about vaccines or testing, they can go to our website, which is whatagreatpharmacy.com, and find out all the information they need, schedule appointments, and we'll get them taken care of.
All right, Thad. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it. Enjoy your time off here, and if you could tell the folks how many shots you think you've given in the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Since January, I think we've given over 13,000 doses of COVID vaccine. Wow. And we've tested almost 16,000 individuals. So
it's amazing.
It's been a ride, that's for sure.
It certainly has. Well, Thad, thank you truly for all your work, and tell your staff thank you as well.
Will do.
And look forward to having you back on the show.
Thank you.
All right, Thad Schumacher, stop out at Fitchburg Family Pharmacy and learn more. He's there to help answer any questions. What a guy. All right, we'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Historical Society, it's Catherine Schneider. I say the team is back. Catherine, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Jeremy.
You have done such a great job this year. Really commend on everything that you've been doing with kind of the documenting the historical importance of COVID-19 and the impacts it's had on our community. I think has been such a great series, Catherine, and definitely glad that you have put that together. But that's not why you're here. I just haven't had a chance to thank you in a while. We're here to talk about the Fitchburg Historical Society annual fall meeting happening this weekend, November 7th. Via Zoom. Catherine, what is the annual meeting all about? Why do we get together each and every fall?
So every fall, we love to invite the public into our meetings because we try to bring topics that we think will be of interest historically to Fitchburg. So this particular fall, we would like to invite everyone to our meeting, which has an emphasis on genealogy. And actually, the title of our program for this fall is Using the Land to Map Your Genealogy. So it's really helping people to use land records, which are not necessarily the first thing you think of when you're doing genealogy, to trace ancestry, see where your relatives lived, maybe what they were doing. The land records certainly give you a peek into the lives of your ancestors in that regard. So we're excited to offer that program. And as you said, Jeremy, we're offering it via Zoom. We're still in COVID time, so we think people being able to access that through Zoom and tuning in from their homes on Sunday. So the program is Sunday afternoon at 1:30 in the afternoon, and that's Central Standard Time because we're turning our clocks on Sunday. So just keeping in mind that time change will be coming on Sunday. So remember, that's Standard Time, 1:30.
Falling back, fall back.
Falling
Remember, that's the
That's
way I
right.
remember it. Fall back.
Yep, exactly. And so we have two presenters for our program. And one will be very familiar, Roger Tesh, who is on the Fitchburg Historical Society board. He has served on the Fitchburg City Council, also on the Dane County Board of Directors. So his interest in genealogy, he's been doing his family history for about 10 years and very engaged in that process. And while in the midst of doing that, he met Patty Schmidt, who is our co-presenter on Sunday. And Patty is from Sun Prairie. She had retired from public education after about 25 years of working in that area. She said she became interested and was introduced to genealogy way back in high school and then again in college. So her interest has been a lifelong, really. And she, in retirement, has offered at the Sun Prairie Public Library for the last 7 years a group that does research in genealogy. So she's been genealogist maybe 30 years now.
Wow.
So we really have two people who have a lot of expertise to offer. So I think the program will involve having lots of very valuable information for how to research your ancestors. I think there's so much popularity with that. For instance, the program Finding Your Roots on PBS that people become very interested in. How do you find out, about where you came from and why you are where you are, who you are, all those things come forth in doing genealogical research. So anyway, I think the program will be quite interesting. And even if you haven't done genealogy before, I think to join and just see what that's about. So we think there will be surprises maybe and some secrets revealed from a genealogical point of view. So anyway, I think the practicality of this is to go to our to get the Zoom link. You go to our website, fitchburghistory.org, and there will be a registration form, very simple. Just fill that out with your name and essentially just your name and your email address. And then after you do that, a link will be sent to you to tune in to the program on Sunday. Thanks to Andrew at Fact TV, who has been so kind. It's wonderful to partner always with the Fact TV staff, who are so terrific in technology as well as many other areas to help us with the registration and then getting our program going for all those who want to join us on Sunday. So we're very grateful, Jeremy, to you and to Andrew for that support.
Yeah, we are always glad to help out the Historical Society. We've partnered up on these for many years now. And the good thing, too, is we'll record this and rebroadcast it here on Fact TV. So if you don't make it to the live event, certainly we'll have that for you. And then they'll get that up on their website as well after the event is done. And Catherine, from your standpoint, from genealogy, overall, I feel like that trend has gotten just blown up in the last several years because it's a lot easier now, or there's tools out there that we didn't have before. So from your guys' standpoint, what do you guys do with genealogy at the Historical Society for documenting and keeping the history of what's happened here in Fitchburg?
Oh, well, thank you for that. We have family histories that people have given us, and we're so delighted to receive any of those. So anytime Fitchburg residents want to donate their family genealogy, we are so happy to receive that. So in researching your genealogy, also just know that we do have family histories available. We have maps from the past in Fitchburg to look at, talking about land, land research. So we have many resources available to do family searches. So keep us in mind, and we can be reached. We do headquarter at the Fitchburg Public Library, but also we can be reached via our website, fitchburghistory.org. There's lots of information available at your fingertips from your computer on our website. So we try to make ourselves right out there and very accessible to people.
Yeah, I think it's important to know if you are starting the journey off and you even think that there's a chance that happened here in Fitchburg. Certainly I would immediately come to you guys and say, hey, Catherine, can you help me, or Roger, can you help me get started? So, all right, well, it's going to be a great program again, November 7th, 1:30 p.m. Don't forget that time change, Central Standard Time here. And you can register at the website at fitchburghistory.org. Catherine, thank you so very much for joining me, and good luck this weekend. And we'll look forward to having you on the show again real soon.
Thank you, Jeremy. Always a pleasure to be with you.
You as well. All right, we'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why? My. Oh.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show, I want to thank Catherine Schneider from the Fitchburg Historical Society. As she mentioned, go to their website to sign up for the event if you want to watch it via Zoom. And if you miss it, don't worry. We'll rebroadcast it. As I mentioned during the interview, we'll rebroadcast it here on Fact TV at a later date in December. So if you miss it, we still got you covered. And I also want to thank Thad Schumacher as well, and the mayor, one of the award winners for the mayoral award this year as well. We appreciate all the work that Fitchburg Family Pharmacy has offered our community. And as we wrap up, remember you can stay connected with Fact TV, join us on social media, and of course, on those streaming channels. Have a great day, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.